what are the numbers saying?
Well, most of it is good news. New numbers from the U.S. Census Bureau show that poverty is at its lowest point since 2001. Household incomes are at the highest levels on record, and we know that unemployment is low, which makes it even more strange that more Americans are now uninsured. Let's take a look at the last decade. Since then President Barack Obama signed the Affordable Care Act into law in 2010, the percentage of people without health insurance has continually dropped until last year. In 2018, more than 27 million Americans went without insurance. That's 8.5% of the population, up from 7.9% the year before. Of course, it's much lower than what we saw before the Affordable Care Act, but experts say at least part of the drop is because of the Trump administration's efforts to dismantle Obamacare. In fact, most of the losses were seen in the public insurance sector, so not private insurance or what you would get through your employer. And you touched on it earlier. The strangest part about all of this is that we are seeing those insurance levels go down while the economy is getting so much better.
Yeah, it certainly sounds like it's a trend nationwide, but are we seeing it here in Washington?
Well, Washington is actually one of the 8 states in our country that had a statistically significant increase in the number of uninsured people. Across the country, the people we are seeing become uninsured may be more vulnerable. The biggest drop is for people who get Medicaid, and the most impacted are Hispanics and people who are born outside of the United States. Here's a look comparing 2017 and 2018. You see more people are uninsured, up about 0.6%, but uninsured Hispanics went up way more than that, 1.6%. Uninsured foreigners went up 1.5%, and you see on the bottom there that Medicaid enrollment dropped down to 17.3%. Those impacts seen in our most vulnerable are children. The Census Bureau says more than 500,000 more children became uninsured from 2017 to 2018. That's more than 4 million American children overall. Now, a lot of the drop-off is in Medicaid or CHIP, which actually targets low-income children. The Census Bureau really here just giving us the numbers. Some health advocates say that undocumented Hispanics are dropping off programs for fear of getting deported. Other foreigners are hoping for green cards, and the Trump administration wants to give preference to people who are not on public assistance anymore. So overall, really a mixed bag here. We know that health care is going to be a huge issue in 2020. You can see both sides pointing to this report for different reasons. The Trump administration really happy about the direction of the economy, and Democrats saying that they will have a better answer for health care.